My name is Jay Richards. I am a senior research fellow and a director at the Heritage Foundation, and I focus my research on the role of gender ideology and its infiltration in education and culture. In recent years, the U.S. has seen a huge spike in the number of minors diagnosed with distress over their sex bodies, now called gender dysphoria. Such diagnoses for those between the ages of 6 and 17 rose by at least 20% per year between 2017 and 2020, and by at least 80% simply between 2020 and 2021. Behind these alarming statistics is a dangerous ideology derived from gender theory. This gender ideology displaces the sexual binary of male and female, which describes all mammals, including humans, with a subjective notion of gender identity that is independent of the body. Hence, champions of this ideology avoid references to sex. They typically define gender identity as something like one's internal sense of gender. Note that this is both circular and unfalsifiable. The most toxic fruit of this ideology is in medicine. Hence the faddish response to gender discordance called gender-affirming care. Gender-affirming is, in fact, sex-denying. For minors, it involves refashioning the body to fit a distorted idea in the mind, rather than helping minors adjust their distorted self-perception to their bodies. In the U.S., gender transition surgeries for adolescents increased nearly fivefold from 2016 to 2019. Despite a slowdown during the COVID lockdowns, this upward trend continues. Until recently, childhood gender discordance was extremely rare and mostly restricted to pre-pubertal boys. Most cases actually resolve themselves after the child passed through puberty. In contrast, starting a child down the gender affirmation pathway makes it far more likely that he or she will go all the way, even if he or she later comes to regret it. Here's the dirty little secret. There is no reliable scientific evidence that these treatments improve the long-term mental health of these minors, let alone that the benefits outweigh the many risks. What's more, both the minors and their parents often receive misleading information about both the benefits and the long-term risk of these interventions. This is emotional blackmail